Hi guys, my name is Pratik Joshi and welcome to my YouTube channel. Today we are going to be speaking about the Executive MBA. What is it? Why is it needed? Who is it applicable for? Whether you are one of the people who should opt for Executive MBA or a general MBA will be better. What is the difference between Executive MBA and a normal MBA? What is a part-time MBA? All of this we are going to be clearing out today. So without wasting much time, let's get started. So the basic definition of an Executive MBA is basically it is an MBA which is targeted towards current leaders in an organization who are planning to take up more senior roles in management. So basically it is an MBA for like leaders, managers and all who are doing some basic things in managerial stuff, but they need an MBA for that better pay, for that better advancement in their career, so as to make a progress into senior leadership roles. So I'm pretty sure based on the definition you understand whom this MBA is targeted towards. Speaking about the details of an Executive MBA, the candidates applying for this program are usually in the age gap of from 32 to 38 years. So if you see, they are in their 30s and they are planning to get this MBA for obviously to scale up the corporate ladder. Speaking about the cost on an average in an Executive MBA, that is somewhere in the vicinity of 5 lakhs to 30 lakhs. This is because the course length also changes from a regular MBA. The course length here in this case is aimed from 1 year, that is 12 months, to 18 months. To understand better Executive MBA, the classes happen usually on the weekends or in the weekday they happen after 6 p.m. So basically it is a kind of part-time MBA but targeted towards executive people in the corporate sector. Coming to now the admission process for this Executive MBA. So understanding the entrance test. So the entrance test here changes from institution to institution. Some institutes take GMAT, some institutes take NMAT, some institutes take CAT, or some institutes don't take an exam at all. Speaking about the work experience needed for Executive MBA, that is minimum 2 years. But on an average in India, it is around 8 years. And if you look at Executive MBA abroad, it is more than 10 years. So if you look on an average, considering the age of 8 in your work experience, that is quite significant. So obviously if you have joined an organization and you have been working there for 8 years, it is expected that you will be taking up a basic managerial post. So this is exactly how the colleges have thought when they have designed this product. How the class timings are. So as I said earlier, the class timings are on the weekends or after 6 during the weekdays, but compared to a regular MBA, here the class times are very less and the practical application knowledge group discussions are higher, because here when a new candidate takes admission in this particular course, it is expected that she is very good at holding up a conversation, she is good in understanding case studies, and she is very understanding of numbers, data, and is very how I would say, very experienced by understanding data, how to respond to it and taking decisions accordingly. Coming to now the advantages of an Executive MBA. So Executive MBA is not like your general MBA, where in your general MBA you have to stay within the campus and take your classes. So basically your entire day runs around classes, assignments, projects and stuff. In Executive MBA, you get to keep your regular job, and along with your regular job you can pursue your Executive MBA. So first biggest advantage is whatever salary you're earning from your job, that does not stop. So it's basically earn and at the same time learn. So this is one of the key highlights of Executive MBA. Coming to the second point, it is basically these people, the Executive MBA candidates, who get approach and who get accessibility towards advanced management courses and advanced management techniques. Sometimes some of these techniques are taught to the general MBA people, but only a few. But when it comes to executive MBA, these guys are assumed to be knowing all the general information, and that is why only advanced managerial stuff is taught to these guys. Speaking about the third biggest advantage is, since these guys are very good in communication and networking, these guys have crazy opportunities of networking within their class, where representatives have come in from different companies all over the India, and maybe from different countries as well, and from different domains. So if any person after their executive MBA wants to make a switch, this is how they operate, by networking with the other classmates and by the people on the campus, and making sure they get the chance that they want in their corporate world. Coming to the fourth biggest advantage that I feel personally about the executive MBA is that sometimes when you're so good at your job in your company, that time the company itself will sponsor your education, which is the executive MBA. So some part of your tuition fees and some maybe of your books, stationery, whatever it is, that is sponsored by your working company. So make sure you have good ties in your current company, that so and so we feel that you need to upgrade now, and you have hit a plateau kind of in your understanding about managerial techniques. So why don't you do an executive MBA and we will foot the bill for you. So that is something that is crazy, where you get to learn managerial techniques on behalf of the company, and the company pays for it. But be aware that many times when the company pays for education, they will put in a condition or a bond where they will not allow you to quit the company for 2 to 3 years after you're done with your executive MBA. So whatever you're signing with respect to paperwork, when your company is sponsoring your education, make sure you read that paperwork very, very well. Now coming to the disadvantages of the executive MBA, and here I feel that the weight of the disadvantages is quite big. So make sure you are in the position to understand it. So first one is that working professionals sometimes, because of admissions, have to answer exams like NMAT, GMAT, CAT, whichever is applicable for the institution that they want admissions in. And trust me, after you've worked for around 5 or 6, 7 or 8 or whatever years, it is very difficult to go back to study mode, sit with the books, solve questions and stuff, and then apply. It is extremely tough. So if you are in that mindset of cracking the exam, then great. If not, then there is maybe some loophole that you can make use of and get your admissions. Disadvantage number 2 is basically, since you are there on campus or taking the classes for a very short amount of time, the amount of co-curriculars or the opportunities that you have to have kind of like a more fun outlook towards college, that is limited. There are no celebrations, there are no events, there are basically nothing co-curriculars or extracurricular activities that you can take part in while you are studying your executive MBA. Speaking about the third big disadvantage is, if you are a family, a man or a lady, and you have responsibility towards your families, it is going to be a bit difficult for you to manage that, because in executive MBA, morning to evening you're going to be working your day job. After that, if you have classes, you have to take your classes, then work on whatever assignments, homework is there, and then go back to work the next day. If it is the weekend classes, then obviously you do not have any time for your family. So make sure whenever you're planning for your executive MBA, you take into confidence your family members, because it is going to take a certain amount of toll on your social life as well. Now coming to the part where I recommend you colleges. Now let me be very clear, the top 3 picks that I am giving here are based on my criteria, which are the colleges that I would like to study executive MBA from, but your criteria can be different. It is based on the city that you're working in, it is based on how much money you can afford for your executive MBA, and basically about the whole thing of how you're going to manage it, because you have a working job, you have a family, and along with that you want to manage your executive MBA. So that time my top 3 picks are: first is IIM Bangalore, because they have one of the best executive MBA programs. Second one is NMIMS, the institute. They have multiple colleges, so you better make sure which is which and which is better. And the third one is the Symbiosis College. Trust me, the NMIMS and the Symbiosis have tons of colleges here and there, so make sure you do a proper research of which institution is best suited for you and accordingly apply. Now coming to the final part of the video on who should apply for the Executive MBA program. and that is these conditions have to be met. The first condition, very simple, as I've cleared it in the definition itself. If you are in a managerial position already and you feel that you have reached a plateau in terms of the managerial techniques that you can employ and there is scope for you to learn more, then yes, you are the one of the best candidates who can take part in the Executive MBA program, and because of that you can get a better salary raise, you can get a better managerial position, and you can be considered in one of the senior management positions. Point number 2 is people who have work experience of 5 years and above. Trust me, now when I say 5 years, I would tell those people who are considering seriously about this opportunity, I would advise you that 5 years in the same domain helps better, because let's say that I have 5 years of experience, 2 years maybe in aerospace, 2 years in IT, and 1 year maybe in maybe contracting and roadworks. So that is a very different kind of an experience. But imagine if I have 5 years in IT or development of apps and artificial intelligence, stuff like that, where the entire domain is the same. If imagine you are one of the people sitting in the admissions panel and there are 2 candidates, one candidate having experience 2 years here, 2 years there, 1 year maybe in a different domains, all different domains, and this guy has 5 years, all of them in the same domain. That is your better pick for the Executive MBA, because this guy has managed different things. But let me be very clear, I'm not saying that this guy who has an experience of 2 years or 1 year in different fields is not a good candidate. He can be a very good candidate provided he is able to express himself in the exams, group discussions, personal interviews, all of those which are planned for him. Finally, point number 3, this Executive MBA program is perfect for someone who understands corporate structure, who wants to get ahead in the corporate race and make something for himself in the corporate world. If you are looking at going to a whole different line of work and stuff, then I would tell that person to maybe look at other avenues, and Executive MBA might not be the right answer for him. But if you are willing to expand in the corporate sector itself, then definitely you should think about Executive MBA. So that is it for this video, guys. I hope I was able to share some amount of information with respect to the Executive MBA. If you have any questions with respect to this particular course, don't forget to mention them in the comment section below, and I'll definitely reply to all of the comments that at least I can try. If not, you're very well free to choose my other options of videos that will be popping up here and there. So yeah, I'll be seeing you for the next video. So until then, be happy, stay safe, and take care of your loved ones. All the best for your prep.